Hello guys, today I will be showing you a little bit of the gameplay that we've been working with Glowtox games for the game The Shape That Waits that is releasing today, so you can buy it right now on itch.io. The link will be in the description, so let's just get started. As you can see, you control a character that moves around this spaceship that has been taken by this mysterious entity called the Shape. In this game, you can just walk around and loot for things. You see I'm just like moving and opening these different searchables, and on the left you will see that we have our level. Credit is the money that we gather as we loot stuff and kill enemies. And then you have a series of health bars basically. So whenever you find an enemy, you can pull out your gun and start shooting it, or you can also use the melee attacks that you have. So you move around, you loot, and every time you find something, you see a little pop-up on the bottom left. Sometimes you will just find credits, and sometimes you will find special items like weapons and armor. So every time you level up, you can use these consoles to add points to your character that will drastically change the output damage that you make. So you have strength, accuracy, and perception that is used to find new items. So in this case, I will just be focusing on accuracy to show you a little bit more of the guns that we are offering in the game. On the bottom left, you can also see there is a map. So you cannot see where you are on the map all the time, but you can basically make out probably the position you are having with your character by looking at it and exploring your surroundings a little bit. There's also something that is very important to keep in mind, that is that every time you move, you use your turns. So you have 3 turns, and then the monsters move, and you also spend some oxygen. You can see the O2 bar going down. You can buy some more oxygen if you find these different stations, like this O2 station. I can buy some oxygen, but depends on the credits you're having. So it's important to always be mindful not to spend all your oxygen on your explorations. So right now I'm gonna be going to the left. It's important to explore the map a little bit before leaving each level, because otherwise you will advance too fast and the enemies will be too strong for you. So I will fight with my gun this enemy here. I killed it. So let's move a bit down and loot a bit of these boxes. So right now I'm making my way towards the exit. This is a health station, so if I was hurt, I could use this to get a little bit more health. And now this zombie, I will just shoot it once, and then just to show you, I will punch it once with my melee weapon that right now is my fist. So I will loot this, and if I press and hold A, I can enter this menu. So in here you can see the different things that I've been finding on the looting that I just did. In this case I got these boots, and I also got a new gun, which is the arc thrower. So let's go to the next level. I found the exit here, and I will press A and I will move on to the next level. So right now I will show you the difference with the different gun that I found. So I will loot this, leveled up. Okay, another zombie. So let's now aim with the crank and shoot. And you see I did 25 health damage. You can see that on a pop-up on the top right. So this gun is much better, but it has only 40 bullets. You can see the ammo on the left. So it's important to always be mindful of when to use your bullets. Basically the guns allow you to shoot from a distance, which save you a couple of steps so you don't spend all your oxygen, but it's important to save them because you won't find guns all the time. Sometimes you will get a whole run where you don't find any guns, so you need to rely more on your fist. So I'm making my way right to find the exit. I think it's in this path. Yes, so it's here. So I will loot these 2 things, and then I will move on to the next level. In this case, for example, we are right next to an oxygen station, and the good thing about that is that allows us a little bit room for exploration. For example, I can just go up without being too scared of losing all my oxygen on the exploration, instead of going straight for the exit. So I will fight this zombie. I will loot this place. I will move up a little bit, and you see coming all the way to this dead end cost me like 1/3 of my oxygen. So I'll dodge the bullet of this enemy and then kill it. Let's move up a little bit and see what we find. So the game offers several environments. So this is the first one, which is the med bay, but there are many of them. And each environment has its own enemies and different threats that you will find. So let me just get some strength right now because I feared I might run out of bullets very soon. So let's make our way to the exit. So right now you see I'm starting to starve for oxygen. If I wanted to keep exploring, I will just go right and get more oxygen, but just for the sake of showing you the game a little bit more, I will make my way to the exit so you can see one more environment before I leave. So okay, I misjudged where I was. I'm actually on the middle of the map, so I need to go a little bit lower down, and you see right now I'm very low on oxygen, so I really need to be sure I count my steps. You can see on the left my oxygen almost depleting. So in this case, I won't be able to explore any of this loot. I will need to go straight for this and move to the next level because I was about to die. But it's good that when you go to the next level, your oxygen is healed. Another thing you need to be careful of is that the mind that you see on the left there also decreases every time you move a little bit. The shape is always working on your mind. So you need to be mindful, of course, of having an eye on that measure as well, so you don't die out of insanity. The way to heal yourself is to go hold A and press on the menu, and then move from gear to consumables, and then here you can find, for example, oxygen canisters, antiviral serum, nanomeds, different things that will give you boosts on your attack, your evasion, but one of them will be a sanity pill. I don't have any at the moment, so I need to be careful, but if I had a sanity pill, I could heal my mind if I was running low there. So let me just move on to the next level. And we are about to finish this demo. I really want you to explore this game. I don't want to spoil too much about it, but I just wanted to show you a little bit more, because on the trailers, of course, it's very hard for you to have an idea on how the gameplay is. Right now it seems a bit easy, but trust me, this game gets really hard, especially when you try to get all the way to the exit. So this is a special chest that I just found, and this gave me a crystal fragment, which is an objective item. These items are just there for giving you a lot of points when you retrieve them, and get you a very good high score, which you can then compete with others to see who's the best player of this game. So this was the Sahpe That Waits. There are lots of levels, there are lots of enemies with different special attacks, lots of weapon armors that you can discover, and the gadgets that give you like a very strong power up. So I will let you to explore the game. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy this game. You can buy it right now on itch.io. The link is on the description, so see you there.